Welcome, welcome, welcome! It's a Thirsty Thursday! I know the video I'm posting up yesterday will already have had the green screen, but I'm doing this one first because it's seasonal, and it's good to get seasonal out of the way. Look, you gotta work the seasonal trees, you gotta get those rewards, and you need them now more than ever so that you can get your scraps and get those new cards, because they're cool. I had originally been a Emir into this deck, and realized he's just worthless and seasonal. It's going to take me a while to find a deck that works with the mirror. He's a real cool card in concept, but I played a bunch of these on ladder. Couldn't get wins. Seasonal works really, really well with Anna. You get really good ROI with her in a tight round, especially when most of the stuff you're going up against is Nilfgaard, because Nilfgaard does perform so well in the seasonal. So for those of you who aren't aware, it's Season of the Bear. Every season there's a new deck you can play, a new type of game mode, and that game mode for Season of the Bear right now is you draw your 10 cards, you go through your 3 mulligans. After mulligans are finished, or 3 if you're first on blue coin, or 2 if you're on red coin going second. After you finish the mulligans, you banish your deck. Any card that would create a card in deck or place a card in deck, think like End Invocation, or blue stripe scouts. All of those are now worthless because whenever something gets added to your deck, it gets immediately banished. So say goodbye, think of it no more. It's no longer missed. All right. So coming over here, and I'm going to use my beautiful green screen to gesture here. We have our wonderful usurper officer up top. Okay, then we have Damien, Delator, Brothens, Tibor, Egebrocht, and Vilgefortz and Shillard. So this combo right here, we'll lump Anna in there as well. But Anna, Shillard, Vilgefortz, Tibor, and Brothens are all crazy good value. Damien is really good. Double Cross is nice with this because it's just an extra card and it gets you some synergy. And we are running a bit of an assimilate package here, so you do get some value out of it. But you can also use Damien to reset the leader ability after you've stolen it with Anna Henrietta. It's a really cool combo that you can use. And then Vipper is crazy good value with this seasonal. If you can force the early pass, because you're not drawing more cards, you can't just dry pass and get value that way. So you really force a Sophie's choice of sorts for your opponent to decide, okay, do I want to try to contest this round by continuing to play, or do I want to just let the Vipper come out? That's for round 2. If you play in round 2 and you have 10 graveyards because you played very short round 1, it's crazy pressure. Artorias is in here because we like to get these spying units out, find good value out of them. Seditious Aristocrats are good because we have some good spying units that are coming out. I was getting more with Emir, so they might have better synergy with him, to be honest with you. But we're just going to rock it just to show you guys how it works a bit. I will say, though, tactics are also playing pretty good in seasonal. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and swap them. I just don't like how they're playing as much. We'll keep one Diviner, but Ardfane Tortoise is playing pretty well, and Armored Cavalry is also just tons of locks. Locks are good. Locks are really going to help you defend against the things you fear the most. Otherwise, Rico is super cool after his change. He's always going to play for as good a value as the unit that your opponent just played. And then Shillard is just going to nuke the highest unit in their deck, the highest unit in their hand. So really good synergy across the board there. We'll show you guys how it works. And then Usurper Officer, just hold him till round 3. He's worth 12 points, boosts agents by 1. So that's cool. And I'm still figuring out the exact chroma set for my green screen. So you're going to notice it's just slightly off. But the whole screen thing is much cooler for you guys. You can see exactly what's going on behind my head. And if you're on stream, you can be like, let's see what you're doing back there. And I'll do that. If you are wondering what to play right now, though, Vampires is really fun, but Northern Realms is just easy. It's just easy. And it's easy points. It's good, clean fun. It's not super out of control. I still think Fire Swarm would actually beat it in terms of total value in a round. But it's just a ride. Okay. Thrive decks are pretty easy to beat here. And Rico's going to get us this killer monster last say, if we can get it. So we'll see if we can keep him. We do get him here. We do get the reset with Damien, allowing us to play the opponent's units twice. Mage Infiltrator's not great. We'll put her back. I don't really care to have 2 locks here. Emissary does play for good value. T-board's amazing after we get a cool Thrive unit off the opponent. And then, you know, Cave Troll is possible. Gonna put Emissary back though. Duchess Informant is better with Glennis here. And going first, you do want to have Magic Clamp. I do strongly recommend Magic Clamp. Instant Shred cards. Epidemic against 4 provision cards is one. Vilgefortz being another. Invocation, Heat Wave, etc., etc. Just make it so you don't want to have a lot of card value in one single unit. You want to have that dispersed as much as possible. And this is a really easy way to get that. So we're just going to start off with Slave Hunter. Good value here. We can play Glennis next. He gets us a good attack value as well, so we can erase like a 2-point Necker as an example. Also just threatens if nothing else, so that's good value there. Ardfane Tortoise is just good patient play as well, good points. And we kind of want to play this out a bit, but seeing that Haunt comes out, we don't. We're done. We're done here. We've seen enough. We're just going to force a double play here. Not a whole lot to do. If somebody plays a scenario, just be done. Never play your scenario round 1 in this game mode, in my humble opinion. Yeah, this is a little clunky, a little weird. And I am standing right now, so I can come back here and be like, I don't know, I'm super excited. My wife is the whole day is like, yeah, I see you got a new toy. I'm excited to do some cool stuff. I'm gonna try to get another camera. This camera doesn't quite work. Well, I'll get it in time, but then we can step back and I can do stuff with the board over here. It's a little bit back, it's like backwards from the, you know, it's mirrored, but I can come back and we can walk across the board and gesture and say, look, if you look here, you'll notice the opponent has played Detlef Higher Vampire because they're a raging lunatic and forgot that this game mode should not be overplayed in round 1. Don't know. Don't know why they did that. Everybody gets to make choices. I can't answer that for you. Anyway, if you have something you want me to do cool stuff like that with, or you have genius ideas for my videos, please let me know. If you want to see more of this, more of my crazy face, subscribe, like, etc. That's always cool for me. So you will note that the Detlef went to, or sorry, the Barghest went to 10 points. So Rico went to 10 points. So even off of the Barghest on the scenario, I kind of think they forgot that Rico is also a Syndicate crossover. He's like dope good now. I mean, he matches a Viper Witcher Mentor now, right? Think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. We're just going to go for Glennis here. Good points. We're going to steal these, so. If I had Brothans, I could steal them twice. I don't, so I'm not going to. But I could. I'm going to lock 1. You know, their value, so. And she doesn't care. We got time. Watch the bodies hit the floor. Would have been cool to have Schiller. Ciri's great here too, though. Don't forget about Ciri. Ciri's cool. She gives some value back to the opponent, so.
Her grace will not be pleased.
Get the assimilate value, so just staying up here. And they can have back a 7-point Ciri. If so long as we can stay ahead. Otherwise, if it gets tied, I might Vilgefortz the Ciri, actually. Alright, let's force the
under my protection.
Yeah, I want to do this now. Oh, cool. You get heat wave. Now he's got a heat wave. The Damien. We're still okay here. I mean, if Vilgefort's the Siri.
Quite the menial task.
Going and play a Diviner to still proc these Thrives. But the opponent now a little schmorked here, right? Down a card, no longer gets Siri back. Heat Wave's gone. Oberon's cool value. The Thrall makes no sense whatsoever. I know he's got Oberon, so he might try to double proc all these Thrives with Oberon. That's fine. I don't really care who we purify here. We'll just purify this. Oberon might get him there. It all depends on the draws he gets. But I think Ardfane Tortoise and Tibor are going to get us out of this sticky pickle. Yeah. Easy peasy. I love this seasonal though because I love quick matches. There's sometimes a bit of roping, but the calculations are never super difficult. Oberon gets me at least 5, so... but I'm going to be waiting for Force of Nature. I would bet a lot of money Force of Nature is going to be the second card played in the combo. Could get slight, you know, it's a 3-point delta, but I only lose 1 point waiting for the Oberon, so... I guess he could play the Frost unit. That wouldn't make much sense, though. Here you're seeing the punch. Oh, it does play the Leshen first, so that's unfortunate. Or the Woodland Spirit. Say it however you will. So it kind of sucks to lose some value on the Rico there. We might get the 7-point play. Either way, now it's a tied game, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Oh no, we lose here actually. This is poor play. That sucked! Okay, misplay by me. We should have played that earlier, then we would have won that match. I really thought the Leshen was going to come down second. Seeing that Oberon was the card left, I should have realized there's no Thrive proc, so we should have just cut our losses. Are where we are. It is what it is. Oh, back. Doing this standing up too, by the way. So, and I'm doing this. This isn't on stream because my wife's out for a walk with my son, so I got a few minutes. I can do a quick seasonal video. Call of Harmony I don't love with this, but I can be surprised. Alright, we do get Viper. Now we kind of... I like this. It's a fun way to show a deck because we're going to get like totally different things every time we play a round. And that kind of makes it fun in a lot of fun new ways as well for me. Don't really care about the Duchess Informant here. I don't have a lot of Assimilate procs. I do have more deploys, so he's actually going to get a little bit more value. And I'm going to put back Slave Hunter. Slave Hunter's probably a little bit better than Ardfane Tortoise, but... I cast the Degloin! You can just like dry pass round 1 if you're on red if you want. Then you take 10 cards. Just force it into like a really long round 3. The reason why that's doable is because the opponent very often will not want to play from behind, right? So it's worth keeping in mind. Percival Shooting Buff.
Like my fate forfeits it.
Alright, we're gonna take the low-lying fruit here.
Beaters, forward!
Let the hum
Just
speak.
lock the best card, the best engine that Harmony has to offer. Let's go ahead and shut that right down. Might have a Purify here. Rebuke doesn't make much sense for me personally, but everybody gets to make choices. Now we just play Viper and get out of this. So right now he has 2 cards in graveyard. It can work better if you have like experimental remedy that you can play something from their graveyard. But he either gets out of this quick and we force a short round 2 and then just try to save the Viper value for round 3. Or he plays this out and we get it out round 2 regardless. Weird trade there. He could go for a Heat Wave and take this round and get rid of the Viper. But then we have forced out the Heat Wave prematurely, in my opinion. Viper has pretty good points, so it's a choice he's going to have to make. And then Shillard plays really well for a dead round in this as well. You can play him anytime. Out comes Saskia. Alright, well, there's your Dragon Harmony proc. Played for a little bit of damage onto the armor, which makes no sense. So it goes to the graveyard and gets reverted to its base form in graveyard, so. Everybody gets to make choices, even when they suck. This is kind of like perfect for us. Shillard is just a total dick. Not that it doesn't say base card, so we'll see if we get forced to eat a 1-point card. We'll probably be okay though. And we're gonna try to steal 2 cards to get some harmony value off of. I've already seen some removal here. Nobody else here other than Brothans and the 2 units we're going to be proccing have agent status. But, you know, why not get some points from Emperor when you can?
My rule will be strong, my rule will be righteous.
Pretty easy. We would have gotten some assimilate value off of the Brothans if we had waited, but we would have lost out on the 2 agent bonuses from Brothans and the unit that we're going to steal as well, so, you know, everybody makes choices. Alright, Brothan's looking great here, and you're going to see Viper come out at the end of next turn because we're not killing anything. Go for Duchess Informant. We're just going to kind of clog this row a little bit. Take some half-elf hunter value from this harmony. No 1-point unit played yet, so if the opponent holds it, I'll be a little surprised, but, you know, seen lots of things happen. We're going to try to steal another half-elf hunter with Artorias. Probably should have played this informant over a little bit, but this is fine. Not much to worry about here. Out comes Viper.
You will not regret this, sir.
We get Duchess Informant again.
Everyone has their secrets. Everyone.
More value. You see that boost come to Emperor here, so he's up 3 points from the Brothans, and then each of the Duchess Informants. So good value from him. And we kind of spread around some of our points here as well. Expect this to hit the Brothans. Easy peasy, and then we're just going to make this easy, see what the opponent has here. Gaeton works. And I'm going to move. Ugh, there's kind of no great way to do this, actually. We get the harmony procs on each of these guys, so that's worthwhile. I can't defend the units, really. We'll just go for Arcane Tortoise. We might proc that value with Gaeton, but not a big deal. Oh, it was the base value of Gaeton, so Gaeton was the 1-point card. So. And we're hoping for the kill here. We get the kill. It's exactly what we wanted. We'll go ahead and boost up Arcane Tortoise just to prevent that loss of armor, to give that exposed boost. But this protects Brothans against the poison. And we still get to play Dana Mayod. There we go. We get to steal their leader ability. And Dana not only plays for the 7 points she is, but for the assimilate value onto Brothans and the harmony value onto this half-elf hunter, plus the assimilate value on Artorias. So here you're just seeing a tour de force in points. 75 points in a 7-card round. Really, really fun stuff you can do with this deck. I would not bring it onto ladder. That's my personal opinion. Do with it as you will. Alright, I think we can probably squeeze one more in here. See if we can get even a stranger concoction. I will say, I do love when you get Damien and Anna together. That's what the deck is named after. Against an opponent's deck, you can reuse their cards, or you can play Double Cross and say to yourself, oh, I'd like to play Double Cross again with what they have. All good points. Sucks to get that Gaeton nerfed down to 1 point, though. I'll say that. I don't think the opponent wanted that to happen, because Gaeton really does have to be a finisher of sorts. Alright, I'm loving Tibor. We have Armored Cavalry, so we'll go ahead and get rid of Valmora, Hem Hunter. Go ahead and get rid of him again. And let's go ahead and get rid of Diviner. Haha! Alright. We didn't get Anna, but we did get Damien, so we're just passing around the love.
Now watch this.
Alright. Ooh, Geralt. I haven't seen Geralt in a hot minute. I also like Magic Lamp because I can play emissaries directly onto the Magic Lamp for the boost. I do need to be careful of like a Glusty. I just... even though this is a tie, I'm going to take the pass because they'd have to go first. So, I would actually suit me quite well. I'd get last say. Cool! Every time something different, something fun. I trade 4 against 13 provisions, but, you know, using that direct calculation doesn't make a ton of sense in this matchup. Just because, you know, things. Okay, we do want to hold Usurper till after we played out our Assimilate cards. Ooh, Brightener. This is kind of weird to see drones get played out so early. Go ahead and play Slave Hunter. We'll try to hold Brothans for a while.
Catch him! He's worth 20 florins!
Don't know why you would do this. But we'll find out. Alzer. Alzer would be a great way to get out several cards. I would not put him on the same row, though. That's a little weird. Easy solution to Alzer is just go ahead and lock him. And when we played Artorias, we did get our spying units back. But it is possible to not get spying units. Let's see here. Just go with Hardfang Tortoise. Fun for everyone. Go for Artorias here.
You will not regret this, good sir.
Emissary works really well for our purposes.
I'm falling behind.
Let's go ahead and boost Artorias. Gets boosted by 7, and then another point boost for the Assimilate. So that's where that 10 points of value is. Sucks to lose that Archfang Tortoise, but you know, we are where we are. We're gonna go for your Super General here since I'm sensing some loss of value there.
Take it lightly.
Rothan's would have got those Assimilate procs, it's true. But he's also an Assimilate engine. I can get value off of my leader with, so we're going to start with him. A little strange. Not great point value there, so. Find out if there's a Glusty. Glusty's the one thing I'm kind of worried about, but I think we're going to be okay here, because we can just go ahead and steal the Glusty. No Glusty. Alright. Alright, none of these apply, so it'll just be a boost by 4. Vargas plays for 5. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We'll consume this operative. Nothing that we have to worry about. This game is pretty much closed. I guess the opponent gets consumed here. They're gonna play out their hybrid. Oh, that's a wrong play. You want hybrid to get the consume boost value. Maybe they don't know what we have. Fun thing about Damien in this situation is we force the opponent to play the card they don't want to play. A little bit with the card they think we would find the least amount of value off of. So they play the hybrid, which would have made more sense earlier. That's fine. We get a 4-point play here off of Damien. Better than nothing. And then it gets us an extra point on the Brothans and the Artorias.
A shame I had no time.
But not much the opponent can do here. They're going to spawn 3 extra drones from the plus the 3 boost. They get 7 points here. Nowhere close to evening up the score. And we still have Tibor left, so... Beast gets 8 points of boost, I guess, and the organic proc of the unit. So that actually is a little bit better use. Forgot that the leader was Arachas Swarm. Anyway, I think you guys see here, this deck's pretty good. It's really fun to pilot. And again, it's not gross, there's not ton of removal. There's some locks, but everybody's running locks in Seasonal right now, so don't feel guilty about that. I actually have had more locks used against me from Scoia'tael than anything else. But let me know what you guys think. If you have certain suggestions, ideas, thoughts, etc., or a Nilfgaard deck that you really like that's actually winning on ladder, I want to hear that too. But until next time, good luck on the path. Get out there, keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.